Holy War X just dropped a movie, and we finally have a way to compare Holy War and Rell Seas with what we've been shown. Rell Seas, the most hyped game on the platform of all time, versus Holy War, probably the best 7 Deadly Sins, and probably better than any game out right now. If you look at the sneaks and you look at the movie they just showed, that game looks amazing. You can't deny that. But now we must ask the question, which game is better? Let's get into it. Before we get into that, I would like to thank everybody for 300. And I'm actually very, very surprised that we got there that fast. And I'm sorry to inform you, but I cannot make videos for a week after this video. I will be out in Jamaica, going on vacation. But as soon as I'm back, it will be videos at least 2 a week. Okay, I promise that. And more Rell Seas videos, more Holy War X videos for sure, because this movie is popping right now. But I just want to thank everybody for 300. That's it. Now, starting off with the bosses, okay? Rell Seas, they did show us a lot of bosses. We had the tiger with the little katana in his mouth. I think it's called like Katame or something. We had the Elbaf brother, Gecko Moria, the lion from movie 2. A lot. But look at Holy War's Minotaur. I'm not gonna lie, that Minotaur is fire. Now, looking at Rell Seas, if you look at the movies, you see some boss patterns with the Elbaf giant here. And you see some other ones with the lion boss they had. And what was it? The dragon with the katana in the mouth? All of that. Pretty cool, but I'm gonna be honest, does that really compare to the Minotaur? Keep it so 1000. Don't even be biased on this. If you watch that Minotaur whole fight, that Minotaur boss fight was crazy. And this would have been a walk in the park completely. Holy War got it, but Rell Seas released some new boss animations in their dev interview, and I think those look nice. So even despite those new stuff, I will still give it to Holy War because I didn't see any fighting from those new bosses. I'm sure that they added new patterns, but you ain't show me none yet. You want to get to that point, you got to show me some. Now, moving on to the next section, we have combat. Now, this one is going to be hard, okay? Because this is very opinion-based. So this one, I won't even say it as like an objective thing. I'm just going to say this is my opinion. Because combat can vary. Some people like hit-stun combat. Some people like the more parry-based, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I can't really say much because I haven't played in the game. But we can look at mechanics that they've shown us and decide which combat is better for ourselves. Starting off with Holy War. Holy War is a little bit more hit stun based. It's not completely hit stun because there is evasives, and they use a thing called reservoir. So when you evasive, it uses your entire reservoir bar, which is cool, and I think that's good because obviously you don't want infinite combos like GPO. And then moving on, you have the throw combos. The throw combos are really cool. And Rell Seas, not gonna lie, apparently they stole it from him. I'm not gonna get into that because you know what happened. I already made a video about that. I'm not getting put in the middle again. All right. Moving on from that, we look at Rell Seas combat. Now, Rell Seas combat is a little more parry based. It has kind of like the hit stun-ish feeling, but I would describe it as semi hit stun from what we've seen. In movie 2, they had what, an evasive bar or an evade bar. There was a parry bar. There was an actual parry, which I'm pretty sure is more like a perfect block, not like an actual, you know, like a deep woken parry. Very different. I think the parry bar is more like a deep woken parry. But yeah, honestly, because I cater more towards parry based combat. And there is parries in Holy War, but I feel like I would enjoy, just off of visual looks, Rell Seas combat more. So for this point, I'm going to give it to Rell Seas. Now, if I had based this off of combat fluidity and like what looked more clean, I think so far it's pretty close, but I think Holy War has a little edge. But off of just base mechanics, I think I would enjoy more. I'm going to give it to Rell Seas. So now we have the score tied 1-1, Rell Seas 1, Holy War 1. Now, the ships, okay? The ships, and I do want to clarify this. I made a video saying that Rell Seas took, the ships, and people are saying that they took it from Arcane Odyssey or Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So that is true. That is true. I looked at the ship combats. They're pretty much the same. So that may be true. Okay, so I'll give y'all that. I'm not going to argue about that. But away from that, let's look at the ships anyway. Now, being that they copied from the exact same source, or they both took inspiration from that source, they are pretty much identical, okay? So I can't look at the actual combat mechanic system and say which one's better because they are the same thing. Now, what I can look at is how the ships look and some other things you can do with ships, you know, the freedom you have. So with Holy War, they do have the benefit of ships being really big for like fights so that you can have like maybe like 5 or 6 ships. It feels more, I feel like games just feel more engaging when you have a group of people fighting with you and things are actually difficult. Instead of everything being easy and soloable, it gets boring and repetitive. However, Rell Seas in movie 1 showed a completely customizable ship system that they had. And because Holy War hasn't shown anything like that, I'm gonna have to give this point to Rell Seas. Rell Seas, you are taking this point. 2-1 Rell Seas, they in the lead right now. Now, moving on to maps and buildings. For this section, we have a lot of evidence. It's not like ships. It's going to be very easy. If we look at Rell Seas, they actually showed a whole lot of maps in movie 2. A lot of the map, they went through a lot of stuff. They talked about, you know, interior design, how they want interiors to be very detailed and not just big empty buildings, which I really like, and I think it makes the game way more immersive. So Rell Seas did that great. However, this movie, I think that their interior design is the best on the platform we've ever seen. I've never seen interior design this well. There's one game called Venture that did it really well. Y'all probably don't know about that. Y'all should do your research on that. But Holy War did it really well. I'm showing it on the screen right now. This interior looks very, very detailed. A lot of effort put into it. The boss room looks amazing. And because of this amazing interior design, I'm going to be giving this point to Holy War to tie it up 2-2. And for the last section, probably the most important section, real talk, we have weapons and abilities. Now, for this, in Rell Seas, I will be counting their weapons and their devil fruits. And for Holy War, I'll be counting their weapons that they showed in the movie and the modes they showed, okay? Because that is a part of the ability of the player. Now, starting off with the weapons of both games, it's not even close. I'm going to be honest, all right? Rell Seas, very solid weapons. But if we're going to be real, if you looked at Holy War's weapons, they were nowhere near Holy War, all right? You look at Holy War, their weapons are all top-notch, a lot. Maybe they just show the top-notch ones, sure. But Rell Seas ain't showing no top-notch ones like that. I ain't gonna lie. They ain't showing nothing like that. I love Rell Seas. #1 fan to the day I die. But you gotta remember, bro. You gotta keep it 1,000. Those weapons were better. Now, abilities is where it gets tough, alright? Holy War showed really good models, okay? I thought Rell Seas by far had the best models on Roblox. I thought it wasn't even close, right? But when I saw Holy Wars, I was actually really surprised. Holy War they have the goddess transformation, which is really cool, and some other transformations I don't know the name of, but they look really high quality, very good models. However, Rell Seas probably got the best model ever. That dragon model of the one flying around in the air, I don't think anything is going to beat that for a while. That stuff is fire. I've never seen something animated that well, and I've never seen something that modeled well. So I feel like for transformations, despite Holy War, you know, really wanting to focus on transformations, Rell Seas has really good zones. Their zones are amazing. You look at Falcon, you look at Bison, you look at Allosaurus. They have really well models, and they've upgraded them a lot, spent a lot of time reworking them. So, how am I going to grade this? I'm going to be honest. I know this is very cliche, but it's coming to a draw, alright? There's no way I can decide over this, because Holy War got way better weapons, but Rell Seas got way better transformations and abilities. And from what I've seen, because they didn't really show magics that much yet. If they showed magics, it might have been a different story. But really, they didn't show that. So I had to just go off the modes and transformations in place for the abilities. And because Rell Seas has shown multiple fruits and all their transformations, I'm giving them abilities. But with weapons, it's not close. Holy War has it. So unfortunately, we're going to have to come to a draw. I'm sorry, bro. I can't decide. But that is going to be it for the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. I hope I get this out. Please, Lord, before I leave, bro. It's like 2:30 for me. I have to leave to the airport in like 3 hours. We're going to speedrun edit this. I'm sorry. More videos on the way. Holy War X is a game to be covered, alright? There's a lot of coverage on Rell Seas. That's why I don't focus on it too much. Or I do focus on it, but that's why I'm not going to focus on it as much in the future. Holy War is really high quality. Y'all gotta check this game out. Shout out to Alpha X. Shout out to the Rell Brothers. Shout out to me. Shout out to my Jewish powers. We out.
SB3272, nigga, that's my pod, let them GLOBEABB, nigga, that's my pod, let them nigga DB, SB3272, nigga, that's my pod, let them nigga GLOBEABB, nigga, that's my pod, let them